call this the dial cut. Light on the head. Looks like, oh shoot. Rock that body. Alright. Good morning, guys. We are back. And today is another day in the life. Today is Wednesday. I've never filmed Wednesday because, to be honest, it's the hardest day of the week and I never want to pick up the camera. But I feel like I need to show you guys anyway, but Wednesdays are always the toughest days because it's not only speed work for running, but it's also legs in the gym, which I know I sound like a baby, but it's pretty hard. And then we got, I'll probably see if I can do a swim later as well, because I'm taking some lifeguarding courses. And obviously I'm in good shape, but swimming is a whole different thing. So yesterday I did a little swim in the rec center with my buddy. He showed me the basics and stuff, and he told me to become like lifeguard certified, I need to swim 400 meters in under 10 minutes. And at the end of that, he tried to get me to swim 400 meters, but I got to about 150, and then I was too gassed. I definitely went out way too hot. But I want to try and just do 10 minutes just straight swimming without stopping. So obviously dial back the intensity that I did yesterday and go ahead and do that. Ideally, I want to hit that 400 meters in under 10 minutes. And in all honesty, it's a very leisurely pace. I was going way too fast. You need to, like, it's not really that fast to go under 10 minutes and 400 meters. That comes with time. The more you're in the water, the more efficient you become. It's not even about getting in better shape. It's just like getting better at swimming. I'll probably just cross the street. There's some we call it lakes. They're basically just well-maintained ponds in the community across the road here. I'll probably just end up swimming in one of them, even though they're kind of mucky. They're also pretty deep, so if I just swim in the middle, I won't like hit some gross muck. And there's some docks in there, so I can swim off of that. Might be a little cold, but that's all I need to do. I'm not gonna waste a few bucks to go to a rec center and practice for like 20 minutes. That's just such a waste of money. So I'll search up, see if there's any place close to me, but before that, I need to do a monstrous workout this morning, and then some legs. So lots of training today. That's going to be lots of eating, which is awesome, but training hurts. But so Truett Haynes says, it's just pain. It's just pain. And honestly, I'm not feeling too bad physically or mentally. I just don't want to because I know it's going to hurt. But yeah, the workout today is 2x2K at threshold, so that's about 350 pace. And then after that, in between each set, we have a minute 30 rest, so 90 seconds. So 2K, 90 seconds, another 2K at threshold, 90 seconds rest, and then we have 6x1K at threshold as well. So that's about 350. Last week I did 6 by a mile, and I was holding 345s. And that was really, really hard, and I didn't think I could hold it, and I barely did. So that's my sign to dial it back a little bit on that speed, because obviously, like, I have that speed, but I shouldn't be borderline dying after each rep. You want to be very uncomfortably comfortable in these reps and not like redlining everyone. I was redlining everyone. I was able to hold the 345, but I was basically redlining. So obviously the fitness is going to come over time, so maybe 345 today wouldn't be as hard as last week, but you don't really gain fitness that fast, so I doubt it. But rocking the speed 5s again. I got 2 pairs of them, so I could flip-flop through because I really like them. They're really good. Long run tempo, literally everything. I really enjoy the shoes. And then I got some Vomero 18s, but I don't really like wearing those because my feet get super hot in them. So I'm flip-flopping between these right now, just to make them last longer. And those are kind of like my main 2 rotations. In the past, I used to do these speed workouts in my Alpha Flies. I came to the conclusion that I'm gonna save those suckers for my next marathon, like actual race, because I'm not about to use them for every workout and then have to buy a new pair for the race, because that's like $350 Canadian. That's like $1 million American. No, other way around. They're like 250 American. But yeah, so I'm not using them. I'm gonna save. They're about halfway through their life, I'd say. Maybe a bit less. Actually, probably like a quarter of the way. I use them for the probably 2 or 3 workouts after the marathon obviously, and then about 14 kilometers worth of shakeout before the marathon. So they're probably well under half their lifespan, and I'm not about to blow it all just for a few seconds in a tempo run. So I'm gonna put these on. Gonna go run, eat, lift, eat, swim, eat, and that's gonna be my day. But I'm already procrastinating. It's 8:09 a.m. Not a bad start, but for the course, lifeguarding courses, they start tomorrow, and it's Thursday to Sunday at 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's an all-day thing, and it starts just early enough where it's really inconvenient. So I'm gonna wake up probably at like 4:30 a.m. to get my run in. You know, I shouldn't, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to run after that. And I still want to run, and I just don't want to run at 4:35 p.m. and then have to clean up, make dinner, and then go to bed and try and do all that over again. I want to run and then go to the course all day, and then once I've done the course, be able to, obviously, I need to make dinner. I'm home alone, which is great. Funny enough, my family's going on vacation, and it's the exact same time I'm taking my lifeguarding course, so no summer vacation for me, which is great. I should be alright though, like nothing missing out, like I'm not used to missing out, so I am used to missing out, I mean. And it's alright. I can't really enjoy myself on vacation as much as I'd like, because that's just who I am. Like, I'm not able to train on vacation, and that just makes me go crazy. Which is, I know it's bad, but I'm working on it. And I was gonna go until I did this stupid lifeguarding course and signed up before looking at the date, which is great. But it is what it is. So, yeah, we got a busy day. Getting my shoes on, and then I'll go hit this workout. Don't know how much I'm going to film. I'm probably just going to dial in and hammer it out, because I really just want to get it over with. But it's a great day. It's sunny, not much wind, so it's going to be a sweaty one. It's going to be I'm going to get a nice tan, especially a brutal sock tan, but that's just what's going to happen if you're running. So yeah, hammer this sucker out. I'm hoping for a good workout. I feel alright. The run yesterday wasn't too great, just because I did a brutal training over the weekend. I did a 30K long run, and then I did a 20-kilometer hike the day after, and my legs were pretty trashed. But hoping for the best today. I got a haircut as well. Looks kind of janky, but nice and short. Keep it low maintenance, so yep. Let's get after it. I just finished the 2x2K. Went alright. I got average of 351 per kilometer. Same for 350. Legs are super fatigued. About 30 seconds left to rest. Then we have 6x1K at around the same pace. Legs are dead. I'm dying. It was pretty tough, but my Garmin has my threshold pace down to a T at 351 per K, because that's what I've been averaging, and that's perfectly balancing the line between too hard and just able to maintain it. So 10 seconds left. Let's hammer out these 1Ks. All right, I'm 5 out of 6 done the 1Ks. Oh, I'm dead. And the worst part is, last one's the hardest. Not because you're exhausted, but I have a massive hill right at the end. And it's basically, last 1K's all uphill. So the torture's about to be real. But it's just pain. Shout out Truett Haynes. But God, it hurts so bad. I'm so thirsty. Let's just get it over with. Alright, done. I hammered out the last bit. This is all uphill. there's a huge hill behind that, and then this a little down, and then slight incline. But I have a minute and a half cool down right now. I'm probably gonna chill for a few more seconds because I only got 4K left. Cool down, fully recover, and then just jog it out. Probably take my AirPods out and just cruise. So that's how. Probably gonna go down. I'm so thirsty. Let's just get over it. Alright, we're done with the run. That was freaking hard. The 4 kilometer cool down kind of kicked my butt, to be honest. A lot more than I would have hoped, which is funny because it was a cool down. But we got some cereal, protein powder, and a banana. We're refueling now. I've been done for probably about half an hour, just letting the body recover. And then I'll hop into probably legs right away, and then shower. Might as well not shower in between. It's just a waste of water because I'll have to shower twice. So I don't really smell that bad. I did sweat a bit, but it's whatever. So we'll do that. I'm still on my phone because I haven't gone downstairs to get the camera yet, and I don't really feel like going down there. So yeah, refueling. Gonna go hit some legs probably in a little bit. Give my body some time to recover because that was a pretty tough workout. All in all, not too bad. Obviously wish I could have gone a little faster, but I was pretty fatigued, and I'm not making excuses, but like, it was boiling hot. I was fatigued, and I still did all right. So I can't really expect anything more than that. I held threshold pretty like down to a T, so can't really ask for more. And yeah, let's refuel and then we'll hit some legs. That was poopy garbo. Well, we did it. And I'm about to hop into the gym, even though I'm procrastinating that right now as well. I don't want to do it so bad. That workout was alright, I guess. I wasn't really expecting anything more. I went into it with kind of low intentions because I've had a big weekend and then week up to this point. I did a triple training day yesterday, so not feeling fresh. It was boiling hot outside, not much wind, but I'm not here to make excuses, but that's just kind of how the cookie crumbled today. I did hit the paces that I guess I was expecting. I wanted 345 to 355, ideally 350. My threshold is about a 350, 351. So for the 2x2K, my average pace was 351, which was right on the threshold, which was good. It felt like that, like it was sustainable, but obviously very difficult. And then the 1Ks went pretty well. I did start the first few pretty hot, and I had to hold on the rest of the rep, but I was able to hold 350s pretty comfortably for the first 3-4, and then the last 3 were all right. They were up. I did most of my 1Ks and 2Ks around this loop around this YMCA that I live by. So it's about 6 kilometers away, but I did 4K warm up there. Then I did my first 2K there to finish the way there, and then 2K around the loops, and then most of my 1Ks around that loop because the loop's relatively flat. It's kind of the flattest section around my house. So I did that. But then the last 2 1K repeats I did on my way home, so I didn't have to run like 20K for a workout day, because that's way too much volume, especially for what I've been doing. So, but that means the last 2K were up hills, which is pretty tough, but it ended up being pretty good. I actually ended up running faster up the hills the last 2K just because I knew it was the last 2, and I just wanted to leave it all out there. So I ended up hitting like a 345, 348 on the last 2Ks, which was really good. All things considered, it was up a hill, and I was extremely fatigued from 8 other kilometers I ran at threshold. So overall, not a bad workout. Definitely effective, getting faster. So we're about to hop into a leg day, unfortunately. And then I'm thinking, hold up. Excuse me. And then I'm thinking of, there's a rich neighborhood across the road with a few nice, like, pondish. They're like I call them lakes, but they're really just like well-maintained ponds. And technically you need to live there in order to use it, but I'm sure if I just hop over there, don't cause a ruckus, and then just swim for 30, 45, maybe an hour, get in my way, hopefully. I'm just mind my own business. But because I don't want to pay for a rec center just to swim for a little bit. The main thing I want to do today is just try and hit 400 meters under 10 minutes, which I can do. I know I can do. It's just going to be kind of difficult. I just need to take it slow. And considering swimming is something I've like never done consistently or competitively, I'm still gonna have to get used to pacing myself and like in that retrospect. But I know I'm fit enough to do it. Like I've ran a sub 3 marathon. Now obviously translating that to swimming is completely different, and swimming is a completely different change of pace, and I respect that. But I'm saying like with the proper technique and like practice, I can I can do it, right? Because I'm not like rolling off the couch trying to swim extremely fast. Like 400 meters in under 10 minutes is actually really slow and conservative pace. I just went up way too high yesterday and wasn't able to do it. But I think I got it in me because that's the hardest thing I need to do for my life saving courses. So if I can do that today, then I really don't have anything concerned to do with. My buddy showed me the basics yesterday, technique, all that stuff, and it's already gotten a lot better. I kind of enjoy it. It's pretty difficult, but the more you show up, obviously, the easier it's going to be. So it always sucks when you begin something new, but it gives you a new light into how, like, it kind of gives you a respect for people who have been doing it. Because you look at it, like, on the Olympics, it's like, oh yeah, these swimmers they're swimming. It doesn't look that hard. Like, they're just swimming in a pool. And then you go and do it, and it's like, oh my god, these guys are on a completely different level. Because, like, swimming 50 meters at a decent effort for a front crawl, like, that gassed me, dude. And I know, like, my buddy who I run with, like, I'm faster than him in running, but he was a competitive swimmer for, like, the past 7 years. And he was able to effortlessly blow by me. And it's not because that he's in better shape than me, it's because he's just done it so many times that he is way more efficient, obviously has the technique, and obviously has trained certain muscles that I haven't. So it's fun. It's fun to get into a new sport and get humbled. A lot of people use that as an excuse to quit because they suck at it right away, but that's the reality. You're gonna suck right away. And I love that. I love being a noob when it comes to this stuff and just learning. I'll see. The swim's still kind of up for grabs. I'm not even too sure if I'm going to do it because I don't know if I can get into a pool for free. What? But we're definitely going to hit legs right now. I'll film a bit of that. And then we'll see if I can find a pool. I do need to get some goggles for the swimming lessons, I guess, instruction. Which starts tomorrow, which is going to be brutal. It's from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for like 4 days. So that's going to be an interesting few days, but keep me busy, keep me moving, keep me fit. I'm thinking of waking up early, running, and then going to these things. Possibly doing a smaller run before the swims, and then swim all day and then do like a 5-ish K when I get back, because I'm going to get back around 4:30, and I just rather not have any training to do once I'm done. But it's tough because it starts pretty early and ends pretty late, so I'd rather do it before than after. I just don't want to go into it fatigued from a run, and then actually crash and burn. So I'll probably get up early. I can usually get up early, especially if I have a good excuse to do so, or like a reason to do so. If it's just up to me and my abilities, like I probably won't. But if I know I have to get ahead of some, I will. So we'll see how it goes. I do want to end up getting into a pool somewhere, a lake, a pond, whatever. But do need to get some goggles. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's go hit legs. Kind of unrelated, but I was about to start working out here, but I was like just researching like some lakes, like somewhere where I could swim for free outside today. It's a really nice day, so and it's almost the 1st of August. It's the 30th of July, so the lakes here shouldn't be freezing cold. Hopefully, if they are, honestly, that'd be better because it would distract me from the pain of swimming. But I just kind of like thought of it because yesterday, my buddy was teaching me like the basics of like what swims or like what I need to do for the life saving courses, and he taught me like breaststroke, a few different kicks or whatever, front crawl, backstroke, literally like everything. Egg beater, which is pretty hard if you don't know what that is. But then he tried to show me how to back float, and I remember telling him beforehand, I was like, I could do it. Like I have done it before. Like it's not like unknown to me, but when I was younger taking swim lessons, that was the one thing I couldn't pass was the back float because I just kept sinking down. But when I was bigger and had a bit more fat on me, I was pretty good at back floating. And then I go into the deeper part of the swimming pool and try to back float. He does it pretty easily. He tells me like tips like relax your arms, keep your chest up, head up, all this stuff. And I literally couldn't do it. Like I had like my technique is good. Like I've done it before, but I was just I'm too lean to back float, which I thought was hilarious. Because like I would fill up my stomach as much as I could, chest up, head up, like core engaged, relaxing my arms and legs outward, and I couldn't back float. And he was like, "Yeah, you're just too lean to back float because muscle. If you didn't know, muscle is more dense than fat. I'm not saying this to boast or anything, but muscle is more dense than fat. So if you're a fat person, you can float pretty easily because you're like less dense compared to the water. But if you're lean, you obviously have more compact weight and mass compared to the water, so you'll sink because you're more dense. But like I showed him afterwards. I was like, you know what? Like I was so bad at back floating. I was like, let me take the deepest breath I can, and then just go like limp in the water with a full breath in, and see if I'd still sink. So I did it, and I didn't quite sink. Just like the top of my head was poking above the water, but I was basically like neutral buoyant, even just like full breath, just in the water. And if I obviously breathed out, I just sank like a rock. Like I could literally do push-ups on the bottom of the swimming pool. I'm so negatively buoyant. But the good thing is that I have a good endurance base for me going into it. So a bit more practice going into the swimming life-saving courses should be good. One thing I'm really worried about is the time of day and missing my vacation over the summer, which sucks. But from 8 to 4 p.m., that's like the most inconvenient time. So get up early, run, swim all day. Probably won't hit the gym for a few days, maybe something light afterwards. But if anything, I'll probably run, swim all day, and then probably finish off my mileage afterwards, whether that be like 13K in the morning, 4K afterwards, or 5K afterwards to hit 18K. But so we'll see. But I gotta do legs still. I'm procrastinating pretty hard right now. Um, but yeah, let's get after it. Okay, first out of 6, I think, leg exercises we do. What are these called? I don't know. Romanian? No. I'll just call them hamstring curls. I put my legs against this thing, knees on the pad, and then bend down. That's kind of just a substitute for a hamstring curl to warm up my knees before I get into squats. So, kind of hard to explain. I'll just show you. These are crucial to get the knees warmed up, or else the squats will be brutal. I know it might seem funky, but I promise you that elevating your heels helps a lot with squats, especially if you don't have great knees like me. Now I know it's kind of funky that I'm using books, but it's all I kind of have. But it helps a lot, trust me. Okay, that's also done. I've already done 2 sets of front squats. I forgot to film because I low-key forgot. But got the fan on, so sorry if that making noise. Unpopular opinion, front squats are better than back squats. I don't know. I just feel like these are more leg focused than back squats. I do both, so it doesn't matter. But I feel like these are just more. These give me more of a quad and leg burn than back squats do. Alright, so I found a way to get the fan right next to me because I'm hot as heck. A little bit of an interesting contraption. I had to go find an extension cord. But it helps a lot. So, yeah, while the bar is up here, I loaded back up on the weight, and we're gonna do calf raises because just being efficient. The bar's up there. I can put the bar on my back and then hit both calves at the same time. It just takes a bit of stability, but half as long as if you were to use dumbbells and do single like calf raise. You know what I mean? So do this, and then after we got some RDLs, which is probably one of my least favorite exercises on the planet. I don't know, they just suck, but let's get after it. We got the straps on, and RDL time. These are brutal. We'll just get after it. So it's all about suffering the pain. That's where growth happens. I'll get better on the couch, man. Let's go. Time for split squats. I just finished the split squats, but I did them barefoot, and to get better grip on the bench here and then the floor, and makes it easier to stabilize myself. And I've learned my lesson. I'm not putting any sort of feet thing on the internet ever. Not that I have before, but I wore some short socks one time, and on an Instagram post, there's so many creepy people out there, so I didn't film that because of it. But we're gonna finish it off here. That was the 6th exercise of this whole thing. We're gonna finish it off with 4 sets of alternating dumbbell lunges. 6 on each side, 10 on each side. 10. Oh, yeah, 10 on each side. Okay. But we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm dying, but we're so close. We'll probably finish off with an abs superset. If I'm gonna swim, then maybe not, but I should get after it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna swim today. I think it's best if I just recover and then go into the swim a bit more fresh. Well, the training a bit more fresh. I just finished up. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I did do abs. I didn't film it though because it kind of leg day is kind of the main focus here. So just a quick little. I did some leg raises and then I did some weighted decline crunches, and that's a wrap. But I'm kind of low key worried about tomorrow because I'm planning on getting up at like 4 a.m. running and then going to the thing at 8. Could probably wake up a bit later at 5, and if I'm efficient with my morning, I can sleep in a bit more. But I just don't. I want to keep running. Obviously, that's like why I'm training for a 250 marathon. But so I'm not just gonna throw that out the window, and I really don't want to do it after to 4 p.m. I'm gonna get home at like 4:35, and after a whole day of swimming, I'm just gonna be dead, and there's no way I'm gonna be doing it then. So I'm gonna probably get up early, run, go to the pool, do my training. I'm not too worried about it. It shouldn't be like overkill. Like the course isn't gonna be like a freaking repeat run workout type effort. It's gonna be like, we're gonna show you how to swim this, and then you're gonna prove it to us, or you're gonna do this and then do it, and then that's what it is. But I believe Adam said the final fitness thing is 400 meters in under 12 minutes for a medallion, and then it's under 11 for the cross, and then it's under 10 for the National Lifeguard. So I'm assuming just like even the first 3 days I'm there doing the course, I'll get a lot better, more efficient in the pool. So come that time, I'll be fine. But I just don't hope my run beforehand doesn't really affect my swim later. But I'm really not too worried about it. If I suck, then I suck, but I shouldn't. I'm obviously in good shape, so probably in better shape than a lot of people there, just not with the swim experience. But that comes with time. So I'm gonna go shower finally. I feel like a gross, sloppy, sticky, sweaty mess, and then go get some food because had a long workout. Here, let's see the stats. Hour and 57 minutes. That was a long one. That was a grueling workout. 658 active calories. That was brutal, but let's go clean up and then eat. Cooking dinner. Alright, literally nothing else has happened with my day. I made dinner, filmed a bit of that on my phone. As of now, I'm gonna run into town. Do that. It's already 7 p.m. Had a little bit of a later dinner because I ended up making it kind of late, and then it turns out the recipe, it needs like 50 minutes to cook, so that was great. But do this, and then I hit the bed pretty early after I eat some, after I get some sweetener. I'll just run into the co-op right down the road pretty quick. Make some food and then take some magnesium and lights out as soon as possible so I can get up at like 4:30 a.m. But I'm not even film that. I'll probably just end the episode here. I haven't done any more training. I just ate and filmed it on my phone. But if you enjoyed it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do whatever you do, and I'll see y'all in the next one.